You're not loving the wrong person. You never were. You're loving the right wound, in the wrong body. And somewhere inside, you already knew that. You knew it the third time you made an excuse for them. You knew it when your friends stopped asking how it was going. You knew it when you Googled signs of emotional unavailability at 1 a.m. and recognized every single one. You're not stupid. You're not naive. You're not bad at picking. You're loyal, just not to the right thing. Here's the part no one explains. Your heart doesn't fall in love with people. It falls in love with patterns. And the pattern was set long before you had any say in it. Before your first crush. Before your first heartbreak. Before you even knew what love was supposed to feel like. You learned what love was by watching, by waiting, by earning, by not getting, and that learning became the template. Not because it was healthy, because it was first. You think attraction is about chemistry. It's not. It's about recognition. Your nervous system doesn't scan for good partner. It scans for this feeling. I know this. And if love, growing up, meant anxiety, if love meant trying harder, if love meant someone being there but not really there, then calm will feel boring. Consistency will feel suspicious. And someone who just shows up easily, without drama, they'll feel wrong. Not because they are, because your wound doesn't recognize them. Let me say something that might sting. You don't keep choosing unavailable people by accident. On some level, availability feels terrifying. Available means no chase. No chase means no earning. No earning means you have to just be loved. And being loved, for no reason, with nothing to prove. That's the most exposing thing in the world when you grew up believing love was a performance. So you keep picking partners who make you audition, because at least that's familiar. At least you know how to do that. You've been auditioning your whole life. There's something else. You keep hoping this time will be different. Not just with them, but with the story. Some part of you believes, if I can just get this person to stay, if I can just be enough for this one, then it proves I was always lovable. Then the original wound was a mistake. But you can't heal a childhood wound with an adult relationship. You can't get your father's attention from your boyfriend. You can't get your mother's warmth from your girlfriend. You can't turn any partner into the parent you needed. Every unavailable person you fall for is an understudy, standing in for someone who hurt you first. And eventually, they will disappoint you. Not because they're bad people, because that was never their role to fill. So what do you actually do with this? You stop asking, why do I keep choosing wrong? And start asking, what am I trying to heal? Because once you see the wound clearly, you stop needing other people to fix it. Once you parent the part of you that's still waiting to be chosen, you stop choosing people who make you wait. Once you give yourself the love you were starved of, you stop being attracted to starvation. And here's the uncomfortable truth about healing. The right person might feel boring at first. They might feel too easy, too available, too calm. Your body might say, where's the spark? But that spark you're missing? That's not passion. That's anxiety wearing a costume. Real love doesn't feel like a roller coaster. It feels like landing. I want you to try something. Think about the person you keep going back to, or the type you keep choosing. Now ask yourself, who did they remind me of before I even met them? Not in looks, in feeling. The specific way they withheld. The specific way they made you try. The specific way they were almost enough, but never quite. You'll find someone there. And that someone is the real conversation you've been avoiding. You're not broken. You're not too much, or too intense, or bad at love. You've been loyal to a wound that taught you love was something you had to earn. And that loyalty made sense once. It kept you connected to people who couldn't fully show up. It helped you survive rooms where your full self wasn't welcome. But it's not protecting you anymore. Now it's just keeping you lonely in rooms full of people who would love you. If you let them, the pattern can end. Not by forcing yourself to like nice people, but by grieving what you didn't get. So you stop trying to get it from people who can't give it. The right person isn't someone who makes you feel electric. It's someone who makes you feel safe enough to finally put down the sword. And you'll only recognize them when you stop falling for the war. You were never loving the wrong person. You were loving with a wound that hadn't been witnessed yet. Now it has. And the next chapter doesn't have to look like the last one. If this found you tonight, it wasn't an accident. Tell me, who were you really chasing? Not their name, the feeling, the one that started before them.